All right. All right, welcome back, boys. We're just doing a quick midweek update, or not really update, I guess, kind of, yeah. Just a little midweek review. We're back in the main league, the NJ Pro League. Feel me? Um, we have this week in the bag, so we're going to be 5-0. Um, he has well, honestly, I mean, he has two more people playing tonight. I don't think it. I'm almost up 300, so I'm not really worried to the point where I'm gonna get outscored that much tonight. I still have uh, Keontae George has been playing great. Reed Shepard is pretty reliable. Siakam has been pretty good. I'm probably gonna drop Diabate. I brought him back. I remember I was saying how good he was last week. We have Curry tonight, so it's like and Sengun, so we have a lot of heavy hitters tonight. Um, I picked up the Sumu. Andrew Wiggins is out at the moment, not for long. Kelly Oubre is out for I think a few weeks. That came out yesterday. I think he comes back in December or something. Um, I'm gonna keep him in IR until I need somebody else to go in there. Because my team's been relatively pretty healthy so far. In this league, at least, we're gonna get to the other leagues. Because I remembered literally at the end of last time I was walking through it, I didn't even talk about any of the other leagues. He has a lot of people playing. My biggest, honestly, now thinking about it now, I low key am just a little nervous. Because Zion, no, not Zion. What Josh Giddey gives great numbers. Andy is Jokic and Donovan Mitchell playing, and Drew Holiday's back. Drew Holiday usually gives pretty good numbers. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe should I just keep sweating? Should I keep sweating to try to absolutely close this out? I don't know. But now at this point, I'm looking towards Mike because I was looking at the scoreboards for the past few weeks. Oh no, not that. How do we do this again? Sorry. Scoreboard. So I was looking at it last night, right? So if I played Mike, first week he would have beat me. Second week, I beat him. Third week, he would have beat me by a lot. And then week four, I would have beat him. This week, he's currently beating me by a decent amount, about 150. Um, so he's not gonna be easy at all. But I'm looking at it. I'm like, I think my team is better on paper, but I mean, his team's just been playing their ass off, dude. Like Tyrese Maxey just had 101 points last night. You know what I mean? Tyrese Maxey's probably top two guard in the league. You know what I mean? He's 100% All NBA. He's an All Star starter this year, and it's not even because the East is weak. It's because he's just playing his absolute freaking ass off, dude. Like he's been in the gym. He would wake up in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how crazy he's been playing. So I gotta hope Giannis is out for a decent amount of time. Never mind. I mean, I get what like 3 days without him, with him out. So that's what I'm hoping for. Norman Powell has been playing really good. So I'm already looking towards that matchup than what I have than what's going on now. Um, oops. Here we are. But I think I honestly do have this in the bag, especially because the next few days, I think I'm fine. It's like we're basically even tomorrow and Sunday. We're basically even as well. So I mean, I'm not really too worried. But if it starts to get a little closer, then yeah, I'm gonna have to absolutely lock in like how I did last week. But if anything, I'm looking forward to be 5-0, and then he's gonna be four. Mike is gonna be 4-1, so that's gonna be a really tough matchup. Daniel beat him by literally. He only lost by like 6 points. You know what I mean? So that's tough. Um, and if Daniel wins this week, he beats both the Keen brothers, so that's gonna be funny. Um, but I remember I texted Johnny because Johnny played Xavier last week, and it was a little close towards going into Sunday. And I texted him like, I texted Johnny like, please beat him. Like, I need him to be mentally checked by the time he plays me, right? Because after the draft, we all thought Xavier had the most overpowered team of all time because he somehow got away with picking up Embiid and Jokic. And of course, Embiid was injured, but it's like, when you're thinking, uh, when I didn't think he was still going to be. I honestly had a lot of faith in Embiid that he was going to be relatively healthy. He also had Zion, and he picked up both the Thompson twins. I guess he dropped Asar because now Mike has him. Or no, yeah, now Mike has him. Oh no, he has both. No, no, I'm so stupid. Jeez, what am I talking about? So yeah, he still has both the Thompson twins, which was scary. Um, and Jokic and Embiid and Zion. And Jimmy Butler's put up decent numbers too. So like we all thought that he was going to have the scariest team and he was the one to beat, but he's been his team's been underperforming. He's 1-3. You know what I mean? So I told Johnny like I need him to be mentally checked, bro. That he's coming in 1-3 against the guy who's undefeated. Like I need him to be fucking checked. And it's working out in my favor right now. We're gonna look at a different league. Um, what the? We're gonna look at a different league. Where the heck are the other leagues, dude? I was literally just there. Oh, right here. Um, this is the work league. I suck. I'll do the other one I did second. Okay, so because this was the third league I joined. But well, after we made the main league, Xavier was like, "Hey, I started a league with some other people. They've never done it before. We just have an extra spot. Would you be down?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down." I low key think this might be the better team. But honestly, I did at first, but now the team I have in the main league is definitely better. But I've tried to draft differently in each league, so there's so that there's actually a difference. You know what I mean? Like I'm not just doing the same exact thing. Of course, I still have that the waiver wire pickups are pretty similar. Keontae George I have in both leagues. But other than that, it's pretty obviously Luca because that's if I'm gonna draft him first, I'm gonna draft him first. I got the fifth pick in this league as well. But Scotty Barnes was a great pick. Jalen Brown was a great pick. Laurie Markkinen. Jabari Smith has been okay. I picked him up in waiver wires. Demonte Sabonis, I really was what I really, really, really wanted to get, but it's not looking well. Yeah, he's gone for a while, and this is probably putting it lightly. So he's literally gone for a whole month. So that sucks. I'm 3-0 in this one, but last week in all three leagues I came back big. In this one, where was it? Yeah, right here. And I won by 30. At this point, we were both 2-0, so it was already a cool matchup. Um, and I came back in the final day because I remember in this league, what was it? It was Wednesday. It was not Wednesday. Thursday? No, this is Wednesday. Yeah, this is Thursday actually. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I forgot to set my lineup, which I've probably never done before. I usually always check that, but since it is three leagues, I thought I had everything set. I did not. And Scotty Barnes had 77 on the bench. I'm marking at 58. So that's already 130 on the bench. And then Keontae Jones gave me 35, 160 points sitting on the bench. So I was down probably like 100. I was down a decent amount. And then I had to lock in and bring everything back and pick up people that to make everything work. And I ended up coming back and winning on the final day, and so that was big. And then in so Sabonis is not that didn't age well for me, unfortunately. Um, and then my third league is the one I definitely nobody in here has really done basketball fantasy before, and half of them barely watch basketball, so I wasn't really taking this one serious, kind of like at all. I wanted to more so have kind of a fun draft and just fuck around, honestly. Um, but now I can't take this league serious at all, and unfortunately, some of my best players are gone. Anthony Davis, he's coming back soon, but like I don't know anymore. Now I'm just scared. Kawhi Leonard is still out, which I was not. I was hoping this guy would finally play, because it's like, how are you still injured? Like, what the heck are we doing? And then Sabonis is out. Drew Holiday's out, but he's coming back today. I traded. What was the big trade? I traded Miles Bridges and Jared Allen for Drew Holiday and Scotty Barnes, which isn't aging that well, but I did really want Scotty. And unfortunately, the guy I traded him to also had a big trade. He basically ruined the league. Yeah, this guy's name, holy. Yeah, Tayshaun traded with Will. Tayshaun traded Tyrese Maxey and Jalen Brunson for Luka Doncic and Isaiah Hartenstein. Meanwhile, Tayshaun already had Nikola Jokic. So now he has Jokic and Luka on his team. The league's kind of already fucked. Like the league is cooked. The league is done. Like I don't know if I could do that. You know what I mean? And of course they're playing each other right now. But yeah, it's over. Like it's actually over. And the Lakers have had freaking 4 days off. Like what, man? How many days do the Lakers get off, man? Like this is pissing me off now. Oh, this is Zach. What am I looking at? I thought it was Will. Am I a bot? Zach has LeBron though, and that was his big thing where he was like, "I still have LeBron. I still have LeBron." Like, yeah, I guess. Whatever, dude. Um, so I mean, I am probably going to lose this week because Mateus has, yeah, his whole team plays of some pretty decent people. Sengun, Curry, Markkinen, and Shea. Uh, and my guys are just not going to be able to keep up. But maybe, I mean, I'm only down 48, but that's still pretty considerable. You know what I mean? So it's not looking too good in my favor right there. But I don't know the I've been watching I haven't been watching as much basketball as I want just because the time it's busy times, like there's just stuff going on, but I have been able to catch a few good games. Um I watched the Pistons and Hawks game, which was really good. I was rooting for the Pistons, but they did end up losing. I mean, I was rooting for the Hawks. I don't know if did I say I was rooting for the Pistons? I don't know. I was rooting for the Hawks. They ended up losing, but that was a big match because the Pistons were 10-0. They were on a 10-0 streak, and the Hawks were on a 5-0 streak. Jalen Johnson is playing out of his freaking mind this season, and so is Okongwu. For some reason, Okongwu's knocking down threes, man. He's looking like Miles Turner. Jeez. So that was a good game. LeBron returned against Who did they play? The Jazz, and Keontae George was playing his ass off in the first quarter, or in the first half and the third quarter. But then the fourth, LeBron really just hit a stride. I mean, we've all seen the highlights. LeBron was turned into freaking prime magic. You know what I'm saying? So good for him. I'm glad to see LeBron playing again, and then they get 4 days rest. Like what in the world? What kind of schedule is that? Whatever. Um, Pistons are literally 13-2. Who would have ever thought they'd be 13-2 on an 11 win streak? Not me, but Celtics. My Celtics have been winning. They're three in a row. Celtics are still going to make playoffs. They're just going to get first rounded. It is too early to call for playoffs right now, but they're probably going to be seventh or eighth seed. They're going to win the play in, and they're going to be either seventh or eighth seed, and they're going to get first rounded. But either way, I mean that's fine as long as I can still watch them in the playoffs. I'm down for that. My favorite teams to watch right now are the Rockets, the Hawks, the Heat, and the Rockets, the Hawks, the Heat, I hate to say I like watching the Heat because fuck the Heat, dude. But now Jimmy Butler's gone, so I like them a little more. And Tyler Hero comes back. When is Tyler Hero coming back? When does this guy come back? When does this guy come back? Got to be soon, right? Yeah. So I mean, they're gonna be a fun watch. They're gonna be a fun watch. Um, but I just can't stand. I can't stand Jimmy Butler, dude. Whatever. 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 There's not a lot of players that I dislike. He's one of them, unfortunately. I just can't do it. But we're a few days away from the win. I think we really do have this in the bag. Sengun is he's got to be what? He's got to be top two center in the league when you really think about it. I mean, it goes Jokic and then him. Who else is up there for centers? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Um, the Pacers should not be as bad as they are, man. It sucks to see the Pacers losing so much. Um, but there's been a lot of good games. OKC is still fucking 15-1, dude. They're just not losing. Who plays tonight? Yeah, let's look at the where did it say where did it say NBA scoreboard? Oh, it's over. Oh, it's over. Like I literally clicked on it before. Now I don't know where it is. Oh no, not that. No, no, no. I don't know where I found it. Oh, whatever. NBA scoreboard right in front of me. Jeez. So Pacers, Cavs. Oh, Nets, Celtics. Come on, that's got to be a win, yo. That's got to be a win. Michael Porter Jr. has been pretty solid though. It's just they can't win games. Wizards, Raptors. That's gonna suck. Heat Bulls is gonna be good, man. The Bulls have been playing their ass, even though they're only 8-6. Dude, they started off really high. I mean, so what are they? What are they at right now? Are they on a losing streak? They've won two, so they were 6-6. Whatever. Either way, the Bulls have been pretty impressive. Mavericks are 4-12. Yeah, bro. They need Anthony Davis and Kyrie back badly. Cooper Flag returns though, so good for him. We get to see Cooper and Zion. That's gonna be fun. The Mavericks have still put on really fun games to watch. They're just not winning. I do want to watch more Suns for Devin Booker, but so tonight might be the night because Suns Timberwolves. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Wait, but is dude out? Oh no. Okay, so Ant is playing. All right, nice. Yeah, he's playing. All right, cool. So that's gonna be a fun. That's gonna be a fun game to watch. Nuggets Rockets. Oh, oh my gosh, there's peak tonight. Are we serious? There's peak tonight. Even Trailblazers and Warriors is gonna be fun. Trailblazers are fun to watch as well. That was another team I was trying to think of. Thank you. Yes, Trailblazers. Trailblazers have been putting on really good games, and Drew Holiday has been really impressive. So I mean, so yeah, my favorite teams to watch are the Rockets, Hawks, Heat, and Trailblazers. I haven't watched as many Celtics games at all as what I've wanted to, honestly, because the times that they do play, I'm busy. And they do play tonight, so I'm going to be tuned in. So honestly, a lot of these games tonight I'm going to be watching because I cannot wait to, because this is a great lineup of games. The Pacers might keep this close unless they don't, and the Cavs literally just dog walk them, which is a pretty big scenario, which is a pretty realistic scenario. But Heat Bulls is going to be good. Pelicans and Mavericks is going to be fun. This should be good. Timberwolves and Suns should be good. Nuggets Rockets is going to be great. We get to see freaking Sengun and Yoke. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be good. Jazz are going to get shit on, unfortunately. Unless, I mean, if the Thunder were to lose a game, it would be against the Jazz, but I just don't see it happening. And Trailblazers and Warriors is going to be fun for probably the first half. So and it's the Cup. I haven't been able to see any of the Cup games. So yeah, I'm down. I'm down. We're tuned in, yo. We're tuned in. And I'll be back Monday morning to talk about how these leagues went and to see. But like last week was a high because I won in all three. I'm probably gonna only win in one this week. So but whatever we take our wins, we will take our wins. I'm in fantasy football and I don't know anything about football. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose. I made a bad trade. It aged really horribly. My boy Josh Jacobs is out. Like, that sucks. Garrett Wilson's out. That sucks. It's just everything sucks. Everything sucks. So I give up on this football team. I should be I should be 6-5, but the world is against me. But whatever, 4-7. It's an upgrade from whatever, dude. I'm 11th of 12, so I'm literally in second place, or I'm second to last. What the fuck ever, dude.